So I have a new foundation, well, it's not new to me, review for you. And you might say, Nisha, this is so last year. And yes, it is, but hear me out. So this is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Medium Cover Foundation. Don't think that I didn't look at this foundation before. You know, I love foundations. But for some reason, I couldn't make myself to buy it. First of all, the colors. This is very important. The shades, the description of the shades is back to front, just like with MAC foundations. So cool means with warm undertones, and warm means cool. I know, it's confusing. So if I was you, I go to the actual Haus Labs website, because on there every color is described. So that's what I did. And that's how I found out that the shades must be back to front. Because when I went on Sephora's website, it just gives you the numbers and it might tell you if it's medium, light or dark, but it didn't describe the colors, the undertones. So first of all, I had a problem with choosing a color, and I'm usually pretty good doing it online. I don't have anyone near me that stocks Haus Labs, so I had to do it online. And usually I'm spot on. But with this one, I could not decide. The swatches on the website don't look anything like the real thing. Also, when I've read the reviews on some website, they were very mixed. So I thought, is it just, just because it's Lady Gaga? So that's why I haven't bought it for so long. But you wouldn't believe, throughout the year, I would keep going back and reading all these descriptions of colors. And I settle for the 260, which is light, medium, cool. But the description of the color is golden olive undertones. Therefore, it's not cool at all. And I think I did pretty good job. It might be a bit too light now. I fake tanned a bit last night, so we will see. So this is medium buildable coverage. Is infused with fermented arnica. I think this might have been formulated and made in Korea, which gives me hope because their formulations are amazing in the skincare ingredients. It has over 20 skincare ingredients and it's supposed to be for all skin types. And you must shake it before you use it. So let's have a go. Oh, before I start, let me just show you. I've got two new Refa brushes they sent me. These are prototypes. So they already have foundation and concealer brush. Do you remember they had white bristles, and I wasn't that sure. To me they were a bit too hard, too dense. So obviously they've taken people's opinions into consideration and they try to improve it. So this is B04 and B05. I think you can get them right now just in a concept store, so they will be at reduced price, so people can try it and leave feedback. But I love them. These are so much better than the first ones, in my opinion. Maybe some people liked more the first ones, but they are a bit softer, have a bit of give. So yes, have a look at those in concept store. Okay, so let's apply it. It's a lovely bottle, heavy glass bottle with a pump. So this is the color. It has definitely olive undertones, which I like. I don't know if I've got a bit... Sorry, I moved my microphone away. I don't know if you heard me. I was just saying about that it definitely has olive undertones, and I don't know if I have a bit of olive in my own skin, because whenever I use olive undertone foundation I really like it. So this was probably one pump. I didn't squeeze it completely to the end, but I squeezed, I suppose, like 2 half pumps. Let's have a look. It's very lovely, it's very skin-like. And I would say it is definitely medium coverage, so you can build it up. It's quite glowy, not too glowy, but yes, it looks very much skin-like. Let me zoom you in for the first application. So you can still see a bit of my redness, but it evens your skin out. I would leave it like this and then just set it, but as always I'm going to show you how it builds up. So we will build it up a bit and see if it still looks quite natural or if it starts looking cakey. Let's maybe see if so I squeezed another pump. Might be a bit too big, too much. Let's put some on my neck. Mind you, I'm going to do it with a brush on my neck. Okay. Yeah, it builds up really lovely. And it's not looking too makeup-y. I like it. You see, there were some people in different reviews on different websites that really, really loved it. Like it was their holy grail, and then there were people that absolutely hated it. So yes, that has built it up the coverage a bit, but I wouldn't say it gave it full coverage. I can still see a bit of redness. It's almost like it's got slight transparency to it. It's not mask-like. You know, the Tear foundation that I've reviewed, the Korean one, that was real full coverage. But this still has a bit of transparency. If you know what I mean. I don't want you to think that it is like a tinted moisturizer or something, definitely not. But yeah, it looks so much like skin, and it's got this beautiful glow, and I love the color. The color actually is working really well because I can always bronze up to make it darker. So this is with 2 coats. Yeah, I can definitely still see some freckles through it, but it's really pretty. Okay, I'm going to do concealer. I didn't buy concealer. I might buy the concealer and try it as well. It's nice to have the same concealer from the same brand, but I am sure that those reviews were not that great for the concealer. I think it was drying or something like that, but I might try it. So I'm using Natasha Denona, one of my favorite, the High Glam, and I have 2. I always use 2, YN9 and YN6 and YN9. So I usually put the darker on first and then top it off with the lighter. Let's use this brush. This brush is so nice. You know, with most concealer brushes you need to like stipple them because they are too stiff, but this one is nice and soft that you can actually paint. And I always go over it to just blend it out with a sponge. Now I will set it, but you know, I thought I'd do an experiment. I will set one side of my face with setting powder and the other side with mineral foundation powder and see which one looks better, because obviously with the mineral foundation powder, loose one, I will get also a bit more coverage. So, and we will see how they perform throughout the day. Under my eyes I'm setting with the Morphe Bacon Said Brightening Pink powder. This is like my go-to for under my eyes. Very lightly. So on this side I'm going to set with the mineral powder foundation from LOLO in Cookie, and on this side I will set with the Rodial glass powder. Okay, so let's do the LOLO first. Also, the mineral powder doesn't give you like this really matte look. It gives you a bit more radiance because it is mineral. I put it all over my neck. This is Refa 30. So you need to really tap off the excess. I don't know if you can see, but where I put this powder is much more blurred than here. Hang on, let me just zoom you in. So can you see this has a bit more radiance with the mineral powder and it's more matte here, and you can also see how it's blurred quite a bit. I've got quite textured middle of my skin and I feel like this powder blurs it pretty well. Like I said, I can still see bits through this foundation. Even after powdering, I think it looks pretty natural. I think it looks really, really good. I like it. I am going to go and finish off my makeup, do the bronzer, blush, brows. I might even put some eye makeup on and I will come back. Okay, so my makeup is done. I only used Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk Quad, and on my lips I have Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner and Dancefloor Princess lipstick. So here it is. I think it looks lovely. I am really happy with this look and I love the color. The color is perfect. So remember, this is the side with the mineral powder. This is the side with setting powder. This one is definitely a bit more glowy than this one. Not huge difference, but I can see it. So yeah, I would say it's a lovely medium coverage foundation and it looks pretty natural as well on the skin. I always forget to tell you at the beginning my skin type. I have pretty normal skin with oily T-zone. Not too oily, but throughout the day my oils definitely come through my T-zone, especially my forehead and my chin. So we will see after a few hours how this wears. So I will go about my day and I will come back later. Oh, I'm back. I've been so busy today. I had so much to do. I had to film another video. I had to take Louis to the vet. He's fine. He just went for a checkup with a nurse, so that was fine. But you know, it was a busy day. So my eyes are watering, my nose is running because I forgot to take my antihistamine today. And when I went out with Louis, I always go for a walk near the vets, and oh my goodness, my eyes were watering. I wipe my nose very, very gently, so we will see how that looks. Anyway, let's have a look. It's been 7 hours. So it looks very good. I have gone tiny bit shiny, and I can actually see that I am a bit more shiny on this side where I put the mineral powder foundation than on this part of my forehead where I put the actual setting powder from Rodial. So there is a slight difference. Yeah, I am a bit more glowy here than here, but this foundation really held up. And like I said, I was quite busy today, although it's not very hot. So, but when it's hot, my foundation doesn't seem to look any different. I might get a bit more glowy if it's hot outside, but yeah, it looks really, really good. Do you think I'm a bit more glowy on this side than on this side? I think so. But I was wearing also my glasses because I wear glasses for driving. So maybe there is a bit here where my glasses were, but it hasn't worn off that much. And it looks really nice, and it still looks slightly glowy, so I like it. I have so many foundations now that I like, and you know, whenever I buy the next one, I forget about the previous ones. I need to start wearing them all. I love the color of it. I did so well choosing that color. So I can't believe it has taken me a year to buy this foundation. But like I said, the colors really threw me off, and I didn't want to spend the money because it is not cheap foundation. It's up there with like high-end foundations, and have totally wrong color. And also I was worried because there was a lot of people saying that they didn't like it at all. I don't understand why. Yes, you might not be in love with this foundation, not love it. It's not like the best foundation out there, but I can see that anybody would hate it. I'm sure a lot of you already have this foundation, but still let me know if you've got it, do you like it, and how you find it. Okay, my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and stay fabulous. Bye.